What's up, guys? This is Hino here from Team Snatch, bringing you my March 2011 format Infernity deck. I'll also have a Dragoonity profile to upload once I get those cards. 3 Infernity Archfiend, he's like the engine of the deck. 3 Infernity Necromancer, needed for the loop. It's not too great to have multiples in your hand, but it's a 2000 wall, so I mean you just set it, and most stuff can't get over it anyways. 2 Mirage, I used to run 3, but I find that 2 is workable. 3 gave too many dead top decks and openings with multiple Mirages, which was just horrible. I still occasionally open with both and get pretty bad hands, but it's better than having 3. 1 Avenger is my tuner. 2 Street Patrol. Sometimes people run 3, but I mean, not 3, but sometimes people run 1, and I like 2, because if I have multiple Archfiends in hand, it lets me get them onto the field and start searching. 1 Dark Gruffer. I find the 1 Gruffer, 1 Armageddonite engine to work best, because I can use Roto to search whatever one I want. If I have no monsters in my hand, I'll go for this guy. If I have a bunch of monsters I need to get rid of, I'll use this guy. So. And finally, 1 Plague Spreader. This lets me top deck Archfiends onto my deck and stuff. Then also, given some other techs I run, it works very, very well in the deck. That is 14 monsters after the spell and traps. 2 MST. Infernity Launcher, it's a given. You need to run it. Rhoda, this lets me grab Armageddonite and Dark Gruffer. Foolish Burial. Lets me thin my hand, thin my deck, get monsters I need into the grave, Plague Spread or whatever. 1 for 1, 3 targets for 1 for 1. Infernity Avenger and 2 Mirages, and they're all pretty viable targets. It also gets rid of monsters in my hand. Giant Trunade, this lets me go off if I am worried about back row. Dark Hole, staple. Reborn, staple. And now onto the traps. 3 Infernity Barrier. That's pretty necessary in this deck because when I loop I can search all 3 out, set it, and you just lose because you can't do anything. I just negate whatever you do. 3 Inferno. Sometimes I have multiples that get dead in hand, but I can set them. They thin my hand. They're really useful cards, just overall. 3 Trap Stun. This is an interesting choice, but I like 3 because Book is at 1 this format. Not much else can mess with your swarm besides traps, and Trap Stun just make sure you go off. We don't have Cold Wave anymore, which actually hurt Infernities because we need spells and traps to go off launcher and stuff. But yeah, it's a really great card this format, and I find the 3 to be really useful. 2 Warning. Not much to say about it. You kind of need to run it. 2 Infernity Break. Some people run 1, but I like 2 because ideally I can get 5 searches that aren't Infernos and stuff. I can search 3 Barrier, 2 Break, and that's just a end game scenario. Otherwise people end up searching Infernos, which really don't do much. You just set them and it's like, oh, whatever, I just got a plus that doesn't do anything. Plus, this also helps with the last tech I run. I'll get to it. Solemn Judgment, consider that a staple. Call of the Haunted works really well in this deck. I can grab Archfiend in their end phase before they can do anything and get a search and go off the next turn. Mirror Force, it's pretty much a staple. And my last card is Escape from the Dark Dimension. The main reasons why this card works so well in this deck is because of Plague Spreader, which I can top deck, remove, and then I have this as an option to grab him out. Something from the extra deck, let me get it. 100 Eyes Dragon. I sync for this a lot in Infernities, and when I sync for it, I can remove a card like Mirage from my graveyard to tribute it in Special 2, and then flip this to special Mirage, since Mirage's special summoning restriction is only that it can't be specialed from grave. So it's a very good card. And then finally, Infernity Break. So I can use this when I have no cards in hand, blow up something when they try and, I don't know, Chain Crow or whatever, or in the end phase, whatever I need Infernity Break for, and then flip this and get it back. It's a really good toolbox card. It actually synergizes really well in the deck. So that was 17 traps, I believe, and that would leave 9 spells. It's a 40 card deck. I don't want to go over. Okay, so the extra deck, you've already seen 100 Eyes, but I'll just go through it. Here it is. Right now, I have 3 Doom Dragon. I don't want to hold on to 3. It's only because I only have 200 Eyes at the moment. Once I get a third 100 Eyes, one of these is going out. But it's a very good card in the deck. Barriers Live was on the field. Free destruction and burn damage when they try and hide from your swarms by setting monsters. 100 Eyes Dragon, this guy's like the center of the Infernity deck. He allows you to toolbox cards out of grave, which I can then special through Escape from the Dark Dimension to copy their effects, like Necromancer. Be incredibly useful. Mirage even more so. It allows me to loop with these guys, but I need to get a third, so yeah. Third Infernity Synchro. Well, it's not specifically for Infernities, but most decks will run this. Is Stygian Sergeants. This card is absolutely amazing. It allows me to wipe out entire swarms and then poke for usually game. You know, if they're hiding behind tokens and stuff, it just works really well. Dark End Dragon, Infernities are mainly dark, surprise, and his effect's really good. Mistworm, this is until I get Trishula, bounce field, and continue the swarm. Scrap Dragon, pretty much an extra deck staple. It's really useful to get out when you need a level 8 that can clear some back row or whatever you need. Stardust, extra deck staple. Colossal, because this deck can make Colossal Armory. Armory Arm, same reason. Black Rose, I don't really know why I'm running this. I haven't used it once yet, but I guess it's good to have one just in case I get that really strange field out and I want to nuke. I don't know. Brionic, extra deck staple. Easy to synchro for with Plague Spreader, Archfiend, and all the level 4s I run. LA Justice Cataster, just in case I don't need to go for Sergeants. So that's the deck. Comment, rate, subscribe. Should be doing some other profiles soon. I mentioned Dragoonity, which will be as soon as I get my starter decks. Been waiting for that deck for a long time. And yep, that's it.